Hi, my name is Amanda Riesenberg, and I am the Stroke Prevention Wellness Coach for the Oneida Nation. And today, we're going to be making a maple glazed snack mix. And what you need is 2 types of corn Chex or rice Chex, and then some Cheerios. And then we are going to use some mini pretzels, and we're going to use a little bit of butter, some maple syrup, some pure maple syrup, and then a little bit of vanilla extract, and we're gonna make half of it with pecans and half without. So the people who have nut allergies, you can make it nut-free, or if you're a person who loves nuts, you can add in as much as you want. So we're gonna add in 2 cups of your Cheerios. And the great thing about this is it doesn't have to be exact. And then 2 cups of your rice cereal. We're gonna stick with that 2-cup theme and add it to your corn cereal. And then the last thing we're gonna do 2 cups of is we're gonna do 2 cups of the pretzels. And I know this is a big bowl, but when you use a big bowl, less chance of it spilling all over the place. And then after this, so we had this all put together, and now we're gonna melt 1 tablespoon of butter. So now we're gonna add our 1 tablespoon of butter. We're gonna add our maple syrup, our 1/3 cup of maple syrup. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is gonna make a really big batch. You're gonna need 2 pans of, you're gonna need 2 baking sheets or jelly roll pans to be able to use it for the oven. And then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of it. And we're gonna take our spoon, spatula, whatever works, and we're gonna mix it all together. And you'll know that it's nicely mixed when you see the glaze. So you can see how some of this stuff, like the Cheerios and the pretzels, are starting to get a glaze on. And that's from the liquid that you just added. So you know that it's pretty well mixed when you start to get that glaze on. So now that we have it nicely mixed, what we're gonna do is I'm only gonna add half of this on this cookie sheet, or roughly half. You don't feel like you need to measure it out. So we're gonna put some of it on here, because you do wanna try to make it pretty single layer, so it gets that crunch that you're used to from the snack mix. So this is the non-nut one. So now that we added half of this onto 1 pan, the recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of pecan halves, but we're just gonna use a 1/4 cup. But if you are a person who really likes nuts, feel free to add the whole 1/2 cup. And then again, you're just gonna mix it just to get the pecans mixed into the snack mix. And you'll know it's nicely mixed again when now you're gonna look at the pecans to make sure the pecans have a little bit of a glaze on. And then we're just gonna dump it single layer onto the pan. So we have our oven preheated to 250, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our trays in, put one on, and then we'll put the other one in. And it's gonna take a total of 45 minutes to bake. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the timer for 15 minutes, because every 15 minutes you wanna stir it. And by stirring it every 15 minutes will help all the cereal, pretzels, nuts, to help get them both crunchy, just like you're used to for your snack mix. So after 45 minutes, they come out and they should be all crispy, and you just let them cool. And as soon as they're cooled, it's ready to eat.